What's up everybody, it's Vivian, welcome back to my channel, and today's video I'm super excited for because today is my collab with Lauren. And if you don't know who Lauren is, she is another YouTube channel and another fellow editor, and we have decided that we are going to collab in a style swap. I will also be giving tips on how you can find your style if you're kind of like really overwhelmed that your edits don't look the same, or you want a theme, or you just want some organization. If you guys want some tips, I'll be giving them in that video too. So honestly for me, it was a little bit difficult to see where to start. You know, how can I make my edits different and not normal to what I do every other day when I make an edit? So what I did was just like I started stalking her posts, looking at her most used transitions, going through her YouTube channel and her tutorials just to get it as close as I could. And right now I am actually editing the intro and the voiceover at the beginning because I found that that is actually really common in the edits that she has. Because when it comes to styles, everyone's style is unique in some way, but to get me like to my edits to look as close as I could, I just did a voiceover at the beginning. I thought it would be a good idea to go to her SoundCloud and use one of her audios, just get it as close as I could. And I know I'm editing Annie LeBlanc and not Riverdale or Divergent like she does, but I just wanted to do something that would inspire me the most because I knew this would take me a while, because it was actually really hard for me to figure it out because I don't do these kind of transitions, and she does so many crazy effects that I never do on a day-to-day basis. So here's my first tip when it comes to finding your style. This is going to be kind of awkward advice because I myself am not good at it at all. When I remake an edit, my edit looks completely different than when I'm inspired, when I'm unmotivated. I definitely don't have like what you would call a legit style. But if I can give tips, and what I've heard people say when they found their style is it just takes practice. And that's kind of what I'm doing in this video. I'm literally just experimenting and looking at her effects and finding what works and what doesn't and what just makes the edit look really, I don't know, you kind of have to just play around with effects and see what is fun for you to find a style. Maybe go look at other editors who you really admire. So when it comes to finding your own style, you have to just experiment. It doesn't just come naturally just like that. So by watching her edits and just kind of observing, what I've got most out of it is that she is very detailed. She has overlays in the back that you barely see but are there, and it just proves how much time and effort she spends on all her edits. So I wanted to kind of mimic that, and so I was on my phone airdropping all these overlays and all these effects that I don't normally spend the time with. And again, with the details, I noticed that during the transitions, she always did a black screen in between them, and it was just something little that I saw, and I just wanted to add it just to make it more realistic to Lauren's. So for this part, I'm really mad that I didn't screen record it. I was really focused and in the mode at trying to see Lauren's favorite transitions and just, it's kind of, I don't know, mastering the style. And so I'm really mad that I didn't get to screen record it. But I'm actually really proud of this part of just me, finding all these clips together. It was just me being bold because a lot of times I just don't do these transitions because they take so much time. And I'm really happy I did it because now I know I can do it. My second tip for finding a style that I think is really important is to never hold back. Find effects that are fun. Just search random effects in the bar or look up random tutorials that you've never, thought of trying before. Try something new. Who knows? You can make up a new transition, do something really cool. There's so much potential that these apps have to offer, so don't think that, you have to do what's popular, what's trending. Expand, because that's what makes every editor unique, and that's what, differentiates us. I know it doesn't look like it, but this edit actually took me a good 5 hours. It is gonna be, I was so nervous that it would just After Effects would just crash on me or just something would not work, but it didn't, luckily. And this video is literally only 3 minutes long, so it doesn't show the extent of how much I really worked on it. So I hope by the end of this video, you guys can just get a sense of how editing is such a time-consuming yet beautiful thing. I think a lot of people forget that editors just spend so much time, and when we get little recognition, it can be very, frustrating. But I want to make these kind of videos just to kind of show you that, just kind of show other people how long this editing process really takes. And by me talking, hopefully you guys are listening and taking in what I'm saying, that you guys just kind of come to a sense that editing is a lot of freaking work. And just by the way I've been observing how Lauren makes her edits and stuff, her style is literally, like I said to her, immaculate. I could never do this for every single edit, but I think I'm definitely going to start trying to, incorporate different effects, more details, maybe more text like she does. My final tip, oh, I'm wearing the same shirt I was last video, let's not do that. My final tip for finding your style that I just thought of right when I was working is don't scrap your edits. I am that kind of person who, you know, you get self-conscious about what you're editing. You're like, oh, this isn't as good, or I used to be so good so like long ago when I actually had a style, blah, blah, blah. Don't scrap your edits. Post it. You worked hard on it. And then I guess when you see it and you see your evolution, you get to see when you finally, you know, find your style. So I think that a lot of editors I know scrap their edits. Don't do it. Just post it. Just post it, even if you hate it, because you worked hard on it and it deserves to be in the world. So I think that that's a really good thing about finding your style is just confidence, because I feel like we're all a little self-conscious. And if you are, you know, confident and excited about posting your edit, your style will just come.
You ready to lose?
I think I'm just gonna make a quick overview on how it went, you know, what's my experience, what happened. So like I said, it did take 5 hours. I think it's just something that editors just need to grasp, is that editing is gonna take a while. Like finding your style is going to take a while. The whole thing about editing, it takes time. But then once you get there, it gets fast, you know, like it's slowly, but then it just, you know, it works out in the end. So I just think that patience is something I feel like editors don't really have as much. At least I don't have patience. And it took me, I mean, I've been editing for 3 years, so it has taken me, I still haven't really found a style, and I guess maybe I'll just take my own tips and hopefully they'll work out. But I really do think that everything just happens with time. So just don't be frustrated or, you know, really overwhelmed if it doesn't happen to you overnight. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any other video recommendations, I'd love to see them down below. And if you want to see Lauren and I collab again, that'll totally be something we'll probably do. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!